Yes, now students, our next chapter, fractions. Already we learn what is a fraction. What is a fraction? A fraction is a part of whole. It is a part. It is a part of whole. So, in a complete, if you take any part, so from that, that is a fraction. That is a fraction. So then, so in this chapter, now in this class, what you are going to learn? What you are going to learn? What concept you are going to discuss? What concept we are going to learn? See here, the first concept, so building equivalent fractions. So how to build equivalent fractions, that we are going to learn. The second, types of fractions. All types of fractions we are going to learn. So this is our second concept. What is the first concept? The first concept we are going to learn is equivalent fraction. How to make equivalent fraction, how to build equivalent fraction. And the second one is types of fractions, types of fractions. Third concept, unit fraction. What is a unit fraction? And the fourth concept, fixed fraction, fixed fraction. That is a fourth concept. Fifth concept, fraction as division, fraction as division. Okay, this is fifth concept. And sixth concept, comparing of fraction, comparing of fraction, how to compare the fraction. So which one is greater and which one is less, that we are going to compare. Okay, less than, greater than, equal to, that comparison. Then seventh concept, fractions in the simplest form or lowest form. Then how to convert the given fraction into simplest form, into simplest form or in lowest form. That is our seventh concept. Now, what is our eighth concept? Addition and subtraction of fractions. Addition and subtraction of fractions. If fractions are given, then how to add? What is the method? What is the procedure? That we are going to learn. And how to subtract, how to minus it, we are going to learn. So in this is the eighth concept. And ninth concept, addition of unlike fractions, addition of unlike fraction. If unlike fractions are given, then how to add, how to add. So that we are going to learn. So this is your ninth concept. Then 10th concept, properties of addition of fraction. So properties, what are the properties? What are the properties of addition of fractions? Addition of fractions properties we are going to learn. Then the last concept, properties of subtract. Subtract means subtraction. Subtraction properties we are going to learn. So all these properties we are going to learn. So these are the concepts in this class you are going to learn. So see how many concepts there in this chapter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Total 11 concepts we are going to learn in this chapter. This fraction is very most important. Okay. So all should learn carefully and remember all these concepts. Okay. Now students, see here. So after that, before going to enter in the chapter, so we have to review what we did in previous class. In previous class, see in the review exercise what he has given. So look at the figures given and complete the table. So here given in this chart, some figures are given, we have to look, and after that we have to do, means we have to find, we have to write the answers what he has asking. Okay. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. So I took here 5 pictures, more one picture is there. So that is similar question that you do by yourself. See, then before, how to do this? First what he is asking here, fraction of shaded portion. Shaded portion fraction he is asking. And in second column, what he is asking? Fraction of unshaded portion fraction he is asking. And here fraction of shaded plus unshaded portion, means if you add unshaded portion and shaded portion, then what is your answer he is asking. Okay, so that we have to find. See here in the first this picture, in this figure, so we make this into 4 parts. How many parts? 4 parts. How we make this into 4 parts? So this is exactly we divide into 2 halves and one more like this. Total 4 parts. It divides into 4 parts. Okay. So in that 4 parts, 2 parts are shaded here. This part and this part. How many parts are shaded? 2 parts. So that we have to write 2 parts out of 4 means 2 by 4 we have to write. That total parts we have to write in the denominator means in the by means the down one is the denominator, the up one portion this is the numerator. Numerator here represents how many shaded portions were there. Shaded portions by total portions. Then the second one unshaded portion he is asking. Unshaded 1 and 2. These two are unshaded portions. Then unshaded portion 2 by total portions. Total 4 portions in that unshaded portion 4. Now we have to add shaded and unshaded, that is 2 by 4 plus 2 by 4. Here these are same like fractions, just we have to add numerators. 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 4 by 4. This 4 we have to take one time. Then 4 get cancelled, that is 1. That is 1. The same numerator and denominator is same. If numerator and denominator is same in the fraction, so that is nothing but equal to 1. That is equal to 1. Okay. If numerator and denominator the both are same, the both are equal, that means that is equal to 1. Okay. Unit. Next here in this picture, so how many portions are there? Total portions we have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this 6 portions, how many are shaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 are shaded, means 3 by 6. 3 by 6. Unshaded portions 1, 2, 3. It means unshaded also 3 by 6. Shaded 3 by 6, unshaded 3 by 6. Then here, so here we have to add, so this shaded and unshaded 3 by 6 plus 3 by 6, which is equal to 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 by 6. Numerator and denominator is same, so it is equal to 1. Okay. Next here. So once you see how many portions are there in this circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 portions. In these 8 portions, 3 portions were shaded. That means 3 by 8. 3 by 8. Then unshaded portions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5 by 8. 5 means unshaded by total portions by 8. Now we have to add shaded and unshaded. 3 by 8 plus 5 by 8. Then 3 plus 5 we have to add the numerators. 3 plus 5 8. 8 by denominator 8. Numerator and denominator is same, that is always equal to 1. If numerator and denominator is same, then that value is always equal to 1. Now here, how many portions are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here also same. 8 portions are there. In this 8 portions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 portions shaded, that is 4 by 8. Unshaded portions 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 8. 4 by 8 and 4 by 8. Now we have to add shaded and unshaded. 4 by 8 plus 4 by 8. 4 plus 4, which is 8. 8 by 8. Same number by same number, always 1. 8 by 8 is 1. Now here see, in this picture, so what here, how much portion we shaded? So half of the portion we shaded and half of the portion unshaded. Half of the portion is unshaded. It means unshaded, first shaded portion we have to take 1 by 2. In total 2 parts, so exact it is half part, it is half part. It means total 2 parts. Out of these 2 parts, 1 part is shaded and so 1 part is unshaded. Now we have to add shaded and unshaded. Shaded is half and unshaded is half, means 1 by 2. Half means 1 by 2. 1 by 2 always represents half. half of the portion. Then 1 plus 1, 2. 2 by 2. 2 by 2. Numerator and denominator same. The answer is always 1. So, in this way we have to do. One more question is left, that is a similar question, that is your homework. Here remember one thing, when we add shaded and unshaded portion, that is always equal to 1. See here, in all the cases 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You got your answer 1. When if you add shaded and unshaded portion, the answer is always 1. The answer is always equal to 1. This you have to remember. Okay. The shaded portion plus unshaded portion, the answer is always equal to 1. Okay, students. Now, next concept, see here, the building equivalent fractions. How to build equivalent fraction? See here, 1 by 2. So, 1 by 2 we have to build equivalent fraction of this 1 by 2. How to build? See here, whenever whatever the fraction is given, so and so, whatever 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 7 by 8, 9 by 12, whatever fraction. If we ask to build equivalent fractions, then how to build? So, in this case we have to divide and multiply with any common number, that is your wish. Here I want to multiply this numerator and denominator with 3, 1 3 is a, 2 3 is a. Divide and multiply numerator and means numerator and denominator we have to multiply with the same number. So, here we are multiplying with 3 to this numerator and also denominator. Then what is the answer? 1 3 is a 3, 2 3 is a 6. 1 by 2 equivalent fraction is 3 by 6. And after that one more. So, again you have to take 1 by 2 and you write one more equivalent fraction of this 1 by 2. Here we are multiplying with 3, then again you multiply with 4, one more number, so that is 4. Multiply with another number, that is 4. Multiply numerator and denominator with the same number, that is 4. First we multiplied here 3 and again in the second time here we are multiplying with 4. Then what is the answer? 1 4 za 4, 2 4 za 8, 4 by 8. First equivalent fraction is 3 by 6 and second equivalent fraction is 4 by 8. Then again if we want to write the third equivalent fraction, 1 by 2 third equivalent fraction, then how to write? Then 1 by 2 third equivalent fraction here. So, first time we multiply with 3, here second time we multiplied with 4, then third time multiply with 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is, that is your wish. So, here again here I am multiplying with 6. Okay, 6, multiply numerator with 6 and denominator also with 6. Then see what is the answer? 1 6 a 6, 2 6 a 12, 6 by 12. So, 1 by 2 equivalent fraction, 1 by 2 equivalent fraction, one equivalent fraction is 3 by 6, the second equivalent fraction is 4 by 8, then third equivalent fraction is 6 by 12. Then how many equivalent fractions we can write? We can write infinite equivalent fractions, infinite equivalent fractions. How many? Infinite equivalent fractions we can write. Okay. So this means whenever how to build equivalent fraction, means, so if we multiply numerator and denominator, so of a given fraction, whatever the fraction it is, either it is 1 by 2 or 3 by 7 or 5 by 8, whatever it is. Here 1 by 2 fraction is given. Here this 1 by 2 we are multiplying numerator and denominator with the same number. Then you will get equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Here equivalent fraction of the given number, given fraction. 3 by 6 is equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. 4 by 8 is a equivalent fraction of 1 by 2 and 6 by 12 equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. It means 1 by 2 equivalent fractions are 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 8. Sorry, here 4 by 8. This is 4 by 8. Okay. Next 6 by 12 and so on. So, number of equivalent fractions we can build. So, it depends on our multiplying number. So, whatever number you are going to multiply, so with that, so you will get your equivalent fraction, Suppose So this is how to multiply, and find the equivalent fractions. And suppose one fraction is given 8 by 16. 8 by 16. How to find this 8 by 16 equivalent fraction? So here multiplied by dividing. So here how to find equivalent fraction? So using division. So here a division is given. Here division. Whenever division is asking, first we have to think, so what are the common factor of these two? 8 and 16 common factors we have to check. 8 and 16 common factors. 8 and 16 both are even numbers. 8 is an even number and 16 also even number. If both are even numbers, then they are divisible by 2. So like this we have to think and we have to divide with that number. Here you have to divide with 2, divided by 2. 8 is divided by 2 and 6 is also divided by 2. With the same number we have to divide. Don't divide with separate numbers. Numerator and denominator. Numerator and denominator should divide with the same number. If multiplication is there, then also we have to use the same number. So don't multiply with different numbers for numerator and denominator. With the same number we have to multiply. In the division also we have to divide with the same number. These two are even numbers. So even numbers are divisible by 2. Then how to find? In 2 table, when you will get 8, 2 4s are, that 4 we have to write. In 2 table, when you will get 16, 2 8s are. This is means 8 by 16 equivalent fraction is 4 by 8. So how we find here? So by dividing, and after that then again 8 by 16, in which common table they divide. So these two 8 and 16 again they are divisible by 4. So 4 is a common factor. 4 is common factor for this 8 and 16. So in the second case we have to divide 8 by 16 with 4. 8 is divided by 4 and 16 is divided by 4. In 4 table, when you will get 8, 4 2s are 8. In 4 table, when you will get 16, 4 4s are 2 by 4. It means 8 by 16 equivalent fraction is 2 by 4. Again you have to take 8 by 16. So 8 by 16, any common factor other than this 2 and 4. 2 and 4 already over. 8 and 16 again common factor is 8. 8 is divisible by 8 and 16 also divisible by 8. So here we have to divide numerator and denominator with 8. In 8 table, when you will get 8, 8 1s are, that one we have to write. And in 8 table, when you will get 16, 8 2s are, that 2 we have to write, 1 by 2. So it means 8 by 16 equivalent fractions are 4 by 8, 2 by 4, 1 by 2. 4 by 8, 2 by 4, 1 by 8. Here in the division, so by using division, then how many equivalent fractions we can build? Only a limited equivalent fractions we can build. How? So because here we are dividing with common factors. How many common factors are there? That many equivalent fractions only you will get, not more than that. When you apply division, then you will get limited equivalent fractions. Why we are getting limited equivalent fractions? Because we are dividing with common factor only. So numbers, numerator and denominators, they have limited common factors. So that is why limited equivalent fractions we can build only a limited equivalent fractions in division. So by using division we can able to find equivalent fractions, but limited. So why limited? That so we have a limited common factors. So that is why limited equivalent fractions only we can build by using division, but by multiplying, so unlimited number of, means infinite equivalent fractions we can build, infinite limited fractions we can build. So, okay students, this is the method how to find equivalent fractions in using multiplication and division also we discussed. Okay. Now see here, so checking the equivalent of two fractions. So the next concept, so how to check if two fractions are given, so that two fractions are equivalent fractions or not, equivalent fractions or not, how to check. Here one simple method is there how to check. So we have to take the two fractions, the first fraction 5 by 15 and the second fraction 1 by 13. So after that, this is the first step. So whatever the fractions are given, that fractions we have to take, 5 by 15, 1 by 3. Then after that, in the second step, what we have to do? So we have to multiply first fraction numerator into second fraction denominator. So first what we have to do? So we have to multiply first fraction numerator with second fraction denominator. First fraction numerator is 5, second fraction denominator is 3. Then what is the answer? 5 3 is 15 is the answer. First we have to multiply first fraction numerator multiply by second fraction denominator. In the second case, first fraction denominator multiply by second fraction numerator. Second fraction first fraction denominator 15 is multiplied by second fraction numerator. 15 ones are 15. Now both are equal. Both are equal. It means these two fractions are equivalent fractions. These two fractions are equivalent fractions. So like this we have to check, so the given fractions are equivalent fractions or not. First what we have to do? So we have to multiply first fraction numerator with the second fraction denominator. In the same way, first fraction denominator with second fraction numerator we have to multiply, and after that we have to check. So if your answers, your product is same, then they are equivalent fractions, otherwise they are not equivalent fractions. Okay. So like one more question, 4 by 2 and 7 by 4. 4 by 2, 7 by 4, 7 by 4, 7 by 4. So then either these fractions are equivalent fractions or not, equivalent fractions or not. How to check? First we have to multiply first fraction numerator with second fraction denominator, 4 with 4. Then after that, first fraction denominator with first fraction numerator, that is 2 into 7. 4 4s are 16, 2 7s are 14. They are not equal. They are not equal. 16 is not equal to 14. So that is why these two, means 4 by 2 and 7 by 4 are not equivalent fractions. Not equivalent fractions. If the product is same, then they are equivalent fractions, like this. 5 3s are 15, 15 1s are 15. It means these two fractions are like fractions. Okay. Here in example first, so the first fraction 6 by 3 and the second fraction, in the second fraction numerator is not given and the denominator is given. Denominator is given. First we have to compare denominator with the denominator. So, this denominator and this denominator we have to compare. We have to compare the denominators. Okay. Then here, so if the given fraction denominator is smaller and unknown fraction denominator is bigger, listen carefully. So, given fraction denominator is smaller and unknown fraction denominator is bigger. So, if it is given like that, bigger we have to find, then we have to multiply. Bigger we have to find, bigger numerator we have to find. So, when bigger numerator we have to find, that means we have to multiply. Then, so in which number we have to multiply? First, the known fraction we have to take. Known fraction we have to take. Then after that, in 3 table, when you will get 18, that you have to check. In 3 table, when you will get 18, 3 5s are 15, 3 6s are 18, 3 6s are. If we multiply with 6, then we will get 18, and so that is why we have to multiply numerator also with 6. With the same number we have to multiply numerator and denominator, then you will get equivalent fraction. Now, after that find the product. 6 6s are 36, 3 6s are 18, 36 by 18. Here 36 should come. 36 by 18. 6 by 3 equivalent fraction is 36 by 18. 36 by 18. Now, here first fraction 5 by 3, it is given, it is unknown denominator. Unknown denominator. So, once you compare numerator and numerator, when you will get 15 in 5 table, first we have to take known fraction 5 by 3. Then when you will get 15, so in 5 table, 5 3s are, here also we have to multiply 5 3s are. If we multiply with 3, then you will get this numerator. It means we have to multiply denominators also with 3. That means 5 3s are 15 by 3 3s are 9. 15 by 9 is our equivalent fraction of this 5 by 3. In these two cases we multiplied. Okay. So, why? Because the given fraction is a smaller one, then whatever the fraction he is asking, that is a bigger one. That is a bigger one. Smaller, we know smaller, and bigger we have to find, multiply. Here bigger is given, we have to find smaller. Smaller we have to find. How we know that smaller we have to find? Here 36 and 6. If we compare this known one, that means 36. This is a smaller one. Smaller one we have to find. Smaller one we have to find.